Find in star-clustered reaches love.
Who would find in star-clustered reaches? Well, not Luke. Not Luke Skywalker. He found his sister. That was awkward. Anyone looking for a plush viper? You can find a lovely plush viper in space.
So could it be Captain Kirk was finding...
He found a lot of... Wait, he never found love.
Okay, that's actually correct. I'll give you the point for that. But can you tell me why?
Star-clustered.
What was the line?
So here's the thought. Beyond the rim of the starlight, my love is wandering in starflight. I know you'll find in star-clustered reaches love, strange love, a star woman teaches.
These are the lyrics to the Star Wars theme tune.
Star Trek,
sorry.
Okay, I've got to take a point off.
Bad call in this venue. It is the Star Trek theme song, which Gene Roddenberry wrote in order to get a percentage of the rights all the time.
Yeah, so the lyrics have never been performed for the song, but he did write the lyrics so that he could get a cut of the royalties.
So it's never been performed?
As far as I know.
That's next year. Next year we'll form a band and we'll perform it.
That's a promise.
Yeah.
Okay, Kiss of Fun Run. What evidence is there that Darth Vader's helmet is actually hiding a mullet?
Well, Baked Darth took his helmet off before. There wasn't actually mullet evidence, but...
Okay, so...
I mean, all you need to do is look at the shape of the helmet, right? Like, because it sort of has that sort of...
it flares back.
Flares back, like a mullet does. But it's something to do with Dave Prowse, who plays Darth Vader, like, because he's a Scotsman and he's a big burly man. I feel like he'd probably be a football fan. I don't know.
It was
seems like
the
he'd have a
80s when they were filming
It was
films.
the 80s.
It was the 80s.
He was also in A Clockwork Orange, and I can't remember if he had a mullet in that.
I'll give you a point for that in trivia, but that's not the answer. And so this is a reference to an early draft of the script for Star Wars. Sen's got it.
Was it because one of the early drafts, the Force had a different name?
Yes.
So it was like the Bogan?
That's exactly right. So in early drafts of Star Wars, the light side of the Force was called the Ashla, and the dark side was known as the Bogan.
The dark side of the Force.
Yeah, the dark side. So here's a bit of dialogue from that script. It's Luke Starkiller talking to Han Solo, who at this point was a lizard man. Han says, "It's no use, we're lost." Luke says, No, there's a debris chute. It's the Bogan Force making you feel that way. Don't give up hope, fight it. Han says, it's no use. Luke says, well, we're going anyway. Think of good things. Drive the Bogan from your mind.
George Lucas's screenwriting is spectacular. His dialogue.
Somehow it actually, that's actually worse than what we got later.
I wonder if the Millennium Falcon was going to be called the Ford Falcon.
Well, here's one more quote from the original script. The Bogan arts often run contrary to the ways of science and logic. So I think there's a lot of truth there.
Should never give in to the Bogan.
Feel the Bogan flow through you.
And the irony is they ended up casting Harrison Ford.
All right, that brings us to the end of the Nerd Quotient round.
Thank you.
I'm just going to add those up, and I see that podcast races are in the lead. Well done, podcast races.
Yes.
This next round is called Onomatopoeia. So this is going to be I'm going to ask you questions about the sound effects that appear in comic books. But first, the sponsor for this round. This round is brought to you by Soylent Brand Snacks, made by people, for people, of people. Now, in comic books, the sound effects are often quite iconic. I'm going to start off with some easy ones. I'll give you the sound effect. You tell me what sound it describes.
Okay.
So the first one, maybe the most famous, is snicked.
That is the sound of Wolverine extending his claws.
Absolutely right. The next one is bamf.
That would be Nightcrawler disappearing and reappearing.
Teleporting?
That's
correct.
Teleporting's just disappearing and
It's
reappearing.
pretty much
He just runs from place to place. You just can't see him.
Just cloud of smoke and then runs somewhere and then throws another cloud of smoke.
Well, sound effect is so iconic that it's sometimes called bamfing now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And thwip.
It's Spider-Man shooting a web.
All right, now we're going to get a little bit tricky.
All right.
So I'll give you the sound effect. You tell me what the action is that's happening in the comic book at this point. So the first one is wok. W-O-K. Wok.
That's someone stir frying.
Is it someone hitting someone with something, like throwing something at someone?
Very generic. I mean, it's going to be more specific.
Really specific.
Yeah.
All right.
So Kessel Van Run, any ideas? Wok.
Hitting something with the wok, right? We're combining all the actions together.
It's close.
Someone's playing squash, hitting a squash ball.
That sounds pretty good. No, it's the sound of someone hitting themselves in the face with a cybernetic arm.
Ah,
Of course,
of course. Yeah.
Of course. Okay. What is this one? Flitch.
Flitch.
So F-L-I-C-H-H-K.
Somebody shaving a very blunt razor.
No.
Someone getting hit by Captain America's shield.
It's soggier than that.
It's someone getting hit with a wet cod. A fish. Slapped in the face with a fish.
Like from Asterix.
So this is, of course, you'll kick yourself when you hear this.
Yeah.
This is the sound of the Hulk getting spat out by a giant dog.
Ah, of course.
Okay. This one's an easy one. Ba-tiang.
Tiang.
Ba-tiang.
That's someone getting hit in the face with Captain America's shield.
Oh, that's close.
Maybe a batarang?
Ba-tiang.
It's the sound of I don't know, two katanas colliding.
I can't believe you're not getting this. That's the sound of Loki hitting Thor with a road sign.
Ah, yes.
Okay, we'll reverse this one. Okay, what sound does it make when Batman punches Green Lantern, specifically Guy Gardner?
Oh,
Pock. Pock? No, it's not pock.
Pow.
Now, it's a bonk.
bonk. Bonk.
Bonk.
Fair enough.
All right, we'll do a couple more. Okay, na-crack.
Nutcrack.
Na-crack.
Is that the sound of a ballerina doing a dance and hurting themselves?
The nutcracker.
The crack is sweet.
You know, it is something that really just sounds like what it is.
It's somebody being hit in the butt with a ruler or something.
It's close.
It's the sound of corporal punishment.
This is the sound of a giant being punched in the nuts.
Yeah.
The crack. Okay. You buster.
It's a riff from a rap song. Any rap song in the last 5 years. You buster.
Y-Y-A-B-A-S-T-A. You buster.
Someone emerging from a cake.
It sounds like somebody's like opened up one of those spring-loaded Jack-in-the-Box things. It's like a punching glove, and it's like punched them in the face.
I have a feeling it's like maybe Jabba the Hutt farting.
I'm going to give you a point for that because I would totally believe that. It is, of course, the sound of someone punching a snake into the ground.
Yeah. Okay.
You buster. You buster. Final one.
Yep.
Nerp.
Is that the sound of people listening to this round? Nope.
N-U-R-P. Nerp.
It's the sound of like the collision sound of like a really slow and lame punch. So you just go like,
Nerp. It's the sound, and I can't believe you didn't get this one. It's the sound of Hercules tweaking Thor's nipples. Which is a thing that actually happened in a comic.
I'm not
it
sure.
does sound like the sound of nipples being tweaked.
I'm not sure if we can discuss these particular comic books in front of this audience.
Can I tell you my favorite
Yeah, go
comic
ahead.
book, Onomatopoeia? My favorite comic book, Onomatopoeia, I think was in a Hulk comic. And the Hulk smashed somebody, and the onomatopoeia was bathroom.
Yep.
And it just like written like if you say it like that, it's okay. But the moment you write it down, it's just like, bathroom.
There was also in the 60s, I think, there was one where someone was hit in the face with Captain America's shield that made the noise.
Jeff, it's 9:30 in the morning.
Look it up online.
You can look it up. Okay, this next round is going to be a very quick round. This is called First Names. Now, as you know, you guys are sitting in the honoured seats where soon Richard Dean Anderson will sit.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if he'll sit in these seats. Maybe he'll improvise a new chair out of a microphone and some duct tape. But so here's the question.
We're singleness.
What's MacGyver's first name?
Angus.
Angus, I'll give you a point for that. I'm going to give you some other famous characters. I want you to give me their first names.
First names,
If you can. Okay. So, from Back to the Future, Doc Brown.
Emmett.
Emmett, yep, I'll give you that. Okay, Shaft.
John Shack.
Correct.
You're damn right.
John Shack.
Okay, Bones McCoy.
Leonard.
Leonard is correct. Kramer. Seinfeld.
Cosmo.
Correct. Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street.
Mister.
No, he has a first name. He, she, I'm not sure.
Winston.
It is Aloysius.
Oh, of course.
Aloysius Snuffleupagus.
Well, that is a masculine name. So.
That's a boy's name? Okay. Zoidberg from Futurama.
Henry.
No. John A. Zoidberg.
John Hazelwood.
All right, Indiana Jones.
Henry.
Full name?
Junior.
Henry Jones Jr.
Yep, I'll give you that. And finally, and this one is controversial, but Doctor Who. The Doctor. What's his first name?
It's a secret that can only be spoken.
Stephen Moffat has provided what he says that the Doctor's first name is.
Surely the Doctor's first name is William Hartnell.
Okay, I'm going to have to give you points for that. Yeah. According to Stephen Moffat, the Doctor's first name is Mildred.
Mildred.
Which, I think it's catchy. All right, it's time for our final round. This round is called President Evil.
Ooh.
So at the moment,
the current presidential elections.
yeah, exactly. Inspired by Donald Trump, you are both going to have to create presidential campaigns for famously evil characters.
I love that we're presenting that like a joke instead of like Donald Trump actually being the manifestation of evil.
Let's move on. So the final round of this competition is, of course, brought to you by the Ash Ketchum Memorial Sexual Health Clinic. For when you catch them all. Now, each team, I will give a famous villain. You are going to have to argue why that person should be elected president. Then the audience will decide who is more worthy of their vote. Okay. So I actually saw this character just before. So podcast racers, you guys are going to have the Xenomorph from Alien.
Alien. Yeah, I have seen that cosplay wandering around. That's really cool.
So take inspiration from that.
Okay.
Kessel Fun Run, you're going to take Sauron from the Lord of the Rings. Okay, so I'll give you each a minute to make your case, a chance for rebuttal, and then closing statements.
Okay.
Take it away, speaking for the Xenomorph.
Well, the Xenomorph is obviously a fantastic candidate for president. The Xenomorph respects all races, cultures, and religions. It will indiscriminately infests, and it doesn't have any prejudices.
No, not at all. And obviously can speak for everyone with two mouths.
Yep, they're really well organised. They respect the Queen. There's a very clear structure there, and while there is one Queen, everyone else is an equal. So there's no 1% going on. Well, there is 1%, which is the 1% is the Queen, but she is providing for everyone else.
Yeah, that's right. Doesn't have a toupee.
Yep.
Got to be a bonus. No hair at all, in fact. No need to spend time doing their hair in the morning. Just straight into the presidential office and straight to work.
And really adaptable. They take on the characteristics of whatever hosts they get. So if elected president, they will probably just end up sitting around watching TV and complaining.
That's right.
All right, thank you very much. Now I want to hear the virtues of Sauron.
Well, I think really we need a strong leader here. We need somebody who will take control of the situation and not pander to the needs of everybody else. They need to have a clear line of decision, and I think Sauron can provide that.
Sauron's he's had centuries of experience as a leader, whether in physical form or non-corporeal form.
He also started in a very good place. He was a very virtuous man to begin with, so you can see both sides of the story.
But he quickly learned that virtue doesn't really get you anywhere when it comes to leading nations. What you really need is an iron fist and a gold ring.
All right, thank you. Okay, some rebuttal from the Xenomorph.
Well, I mean, obviously Sauron is proven to have been a failure. I mean, he's requested bailouts from the Uruk-hai many times, a lot of failed business ventures, and I don't think Sauron has the capacity to lead. Their time has passed. He's very much old world thinking.
Yeah, very much obsessed with jewellery and reliant on this one ring that he constantly sort of goes back to for comfort and support.
Yeah, and what use is the One Ring making you invisible when xenomorphs do not have eyes?
Exactly.
Yeah. So xenomorphs are clearly superior to Sauron because they work together as a group, whereas Sauron is just trying to run everything.
All right, rebuttal.
Well, I think despite having two mouths, they're not able to actually articulate their policies at all. So I would be interested to see what they're actually running on. Xenomorph. Not much, I imagine.
I think the problem with xenomorphs is that they're notorious flip-floppers. I mean, you just don't know what form a xenomorph is going to take. Like, is it going to be a chest burster? Is it going to be a facehugger? Is it going to be the full-blown xenomorph? You don't know. With Sauron, you know, like when you feel that eye watching you, that your leader is looking down on you, and maybe not necessarily benevolently, but you're definitely being seen.
And in this age of increased security, you know you're being watched by Sauron. He's watching over you.
All right, closing statements, and then the audience will decide who wins this election.
Well, we just have to say that the xenomorph is the clear choice. They are the way of the future. Unleash the greatness that is inside of you.
And Sauron.
The xenomorph may get inside of you, may ram its ovipositor down your throat, but the Dark Lord Sauron goes one step further, and he really sees you. He sees you, he looks deep inside you, and he knows what is hurting you. And he'll do something about that, which he'll announce when he actually becomes president.
All right, thank you very much. So, you guys in the audience, by applause, which of either Sauron or the Xenomorph deserves your vote? Please applaud if you think it should be Sauron.
Oh yeah!
All right. And who thinks it should be the Xenomorph? All right. I'm going to have to give this to Sauron, which means that our winners are Kessel Fun Run. Yay! Come from behind win. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have. Thank you so much for listening. This is the Nerd Degree. All of our shows are released as podcasts. We have flyers down here, or you can find us at nerddegree.com. Thank you very much. See you later.